So, are you guys ready or not?
I
I
am. Go
mean,
ahead.
I'm trying to say, don't be doing that bullshit you did the last time because you ran that shit so fast that the document, like I
Ooh,
couldn't even follow the shit.
he ain't
You
ready.
had
That's
me out
all.
here. He
No.
wasn't. And then he had that shit highlighted like I'm supposed to not miss it. All right,
Ooh.
let's just start the show. Let's start the
Can
show.
we
Come on.
start the show?
Yeah, come
Mm.
on. We ready. We ready. We ready. We're
Can we
ready.
please start the show?
Mm.
Yeah, you running. You starting off?
Huh?
Not
Okay.
running. You starting off?
The show
Okay.
started.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Jay Marie, host of the Dirty Pleasure Show. I've got E Black with me today and my Aisha, Miss Polly. Go ahead. I was trying to, you know.
Is that
What up?
good?
All right.
What is up, everybody? It's a ladies' night again, minus E Black. So,
Mm.
I don't know. The fellas ain't showing up. The fellas ain't showing up for you.
We dominating him again.
Right. We finna have the sea walk like that
I,
little
I would
my
not.
bad.
I would not
My
call this
bad. And I got the
nomination. I would call this more or less submission. But
Well, they go
Mm.
together.
huh.
They go together.
Okay, so okay, what?
see,
Because
you're
I
not
was
quick enough. No,
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 because
no.
see, I made a reference and I thought you caught it, but then you threw something else back, and I'm like, he didn't even hear what I
I have
said. But
not thrown
okay,
anything back. Stop with the cap.
Ooh, throwing things back, are we? That's interesting.
this is why we can't never get the show going because he always got to go into the gray area. Segue.
Salute to everybody. This is the Dirty Pleasure Show in conjunction with E Black TV. We also got Miss Polly. My Asia's here. Y'all both looking good tonight.
I was about
Mm-hmm.
to ask you what's that word you said in conjunction. That's a good way to put it. In conjunction. No,
What's
that
your
is a good way to put it.
function?
No,
Conjunction, function. What's your
in
function?
conjunction with sounds
Oh,
appropriate because I was like, it's not a collaboration or it is a collaboration, but in conjunction sounds better. So yeah,
okay.
I'm
Salute
just
to
saying.
everybody.
I just went to the Schoolhouse Rock. That sounds better.
Yes. Salute to
Mm.
everybody
Oh,
that's
that's not
here.
mine. That's not mine. Anyway, I don't have
Today, we're discussing. What are we discussing today, Jay?
the gray area, which I happen to have wear gray
Mm.
t-shirt dress and forgot
Gray
about the
Squad.
episode.
Gray
So
Squad. Gray Squad.
And Miss
huh?
Polly's in gray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are well Maisha
Me
wanted
and
to
me.
match with
Right. We in the blue. We in the blue.
Yeah,
We
we're
look
in
Holly
the
good.
and
blue.
Poppin'.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So but we're talking about the gray area in relationships.
Okay.
Now, some of us on the panel got some real life situations happening in the gray area. And we wanted to get straight into their business because this is so relevant. Only because it's relevant though, right?
Yeah.
So
If that's
we
the
don't even
excuse you
have to
want to
go
use,
into
sure.
examples because we have one.
Yeah.
Miss
Yeah.
Polly, talk to us
Well,
about what your definition is of the gray area, first of all.
Well, before they do that, they need to like and subscribe,
Oh yeah, they do. They do.
and
We
and,
just be going
and
in no lubrication sometimes.
no lubrication. Pause.
We did
mm.
today. We did
It's
today.
Mm.
there.
Lord Jesus.
I'm just saying we no okay, no Vaseline. We did that. Okay, they not like us. I'm just saying. Okay, okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
She said they're not like us.
What?
Okay, I wasn't ready for that. I was not ready. I'm sorry. That was nice. That was nice. Okay,
I'm just saying.
but yeah, this is a web series that we have, and our web series is revolving around what are we? We're talking more or less about the gray area. I think. Does everybody have an understanding of what the gray area is? I guess is what you're asking.
Mhm.
We maybe should explain it just so that the audience you know, is clear on what we mean by it. Because maybe the gray area means something else to somebody, and they don't. So my definition is just like the shirt. It's gray. It's unclear what the color is. Well, that you can't say it's unclear what the color is, but it's unclear where you stand with someone. That's the gray area for me.
Yeah, to me, the gray area is where you're kind of committed to each other, but not necessarily speaking it verbally, but you're doing it more or less in action.
No, you speak of it like it's positive though, because the gray area to me has always been negative. It's never been a positive space.
It's a sneaker link. It's fine.
Like when you don't know, you over here thinking that, oh boy, like, oh, you know, he ain't posted me. Now I have had this situation happen, but I'm not talking about the situation that happened. So
go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm talking about you because I'm not. But the social media, you know, you think like, oh, okay, well, he said he not posting me because, you know, he don't want people in his business, but he never talks about you and things like that. So you like, well, we ain't got to that point yet. You know, he told me this, and this. You're in a gray area. So somebody like, well, so are you with him or not? And then come to find out, you not.
We together.
So, and that's the gray area.
Well, let me ask you, do adults actually say we together? I mean by adults, like, I never really hear anyone say they're together. They say, oh, well, they're always hanging out with each other. So they just say they're together. Like, I think there has to be a conversation.
Yeah, that's what I usually have happen. The dude usually says something to me. So
you gotta say something. And it usually happens when you step out of the line that they believe you should be in, that you're unaware of. So some guy, let's talk about, like, let's say
expectations.
You be going out. This man ain't claiming you, and then let him see you talk about, oh yeah, this guy tried to talk to you at the bar. He be like, oh wait, we together. Oh, but you didn't tell me. Now we together. Okay, thank you for the update.
Okay.
I don't know that I've ever, well, one person, but I'm actually, that doesn't count, so I won't count that.
Nigga, please.
Well, all I'm saying is I've never really had anybody kind of do it that way. Where
nigga, please.
Can you stop with it out of nowhere? Okay, I take that back.
What they do?
Nigga, please. Okay.
You didn't know y'all was together until when? Have you ever been with somebody you didn't know y'all was together until they said, yeah, we together?
Not really. Not really.
That's how it always goes with me. Because I'm not the what are we kind of personality. It is what it is with me. So I'm cool with whatever we are.
I'm probably gonna assume we're just friends before I assume we're in a relationship. Especially if you not speaking up. I'm gonna assume we just friends. Now, I think it's levels to it or layers to that.
Okay.
Because if I'm over your house all the time and we just friends then that way, and we do things over your house that people in relationships do, then I'm going to assume at some point that you either playing house or you trying to make a house be a home and all that kind of stuff with me. So it's one of the two, but it's still a gray area.
Yeah. And you're right, competition. Like she just said, they get a little competition.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's a gray area too. I do think that's a gray area. But I don't mind the gray area because it's when you're still learning each other and you're still figuring out if you even want anything from the person.
Yeah, that's a good point. Can you get past the gray area? Now that's one of the challenges. Like
there's a time clock on the gray area.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's not a time clock. It's just if we're in that gray area and you don't say anything, then don't be upset if you ever see me out on a date or anything like that. I'm cool with the gray area. I'm having fun with you. So as long as you don't have expectations that are unrealistic because you haven't communicated anything, then we good.
Oh, okay. So once again, like I said, it's once you've communicated verbally your intention, then you move either out or into, you maintain the gray area.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then you hear people do this. This is a great one from the guy. Go ahead and put that. Oh, we just getting to know each other and we just relaxing. And let me see if it's somewhere you want to go. So we're just gonna chill and hang out. So basically, you're giving him girlfriend energy, hoping that he decide to go that way. But he basically just making it that he's getting girlfriend energy, and then when he finds someone he wants, he's gonna go over there.
But I'm single too, so he got competition.
See,
He better.
you gotta figure it out.
Somebody told me, somebody said, or I think I was watching a YouTube video or something like that, and they were saying you basically need to continue. You basically need to continue to treat them like you have options, even if you don't, because if they feel like you have more options, then they feel like they're in competition. But if they feel like they're the only one, then they automatically feel like that you've locked in on them. Now I remember a guy asking me that, and I was like, yeah, because at the time I was dating a few other guys, and I was just like, yeah, he's like, I thought you weren't supposed to say that, and I was like, I thought we was, if we dating, like, why would I tell you I'm only dating you?
Ooh.
And that was a sign. That was a red flag. I found.
red flag.
Wait. Who was the red flag? Was it your red flag or his red flag?
Well, I felt like it was his, because mine was like, I can't tell you I'm dating multiple people, because he was like, I thought you weren't supposed to say that. I thought women don't tell. I'm like, okay, maybe that's what it is, and I've just been out of the loop or whatever, so maybe that is a thing and I just didn't know about it. But I thought you were supposed to say it, share your status.
He wanted to feel special. He wanted to feel special.
Yeah, I think everybody wants to feel special. Nobody wants to really feel insignificant.
If you wanted to feel special, you should have locked it down. You didn't want to feel special enough. You was fine.
But when you're dating, you can say, I have other people that I'm seeing too. What's wrong with saying that? That's not a gray area, though, to me.
Right. That keeps the lines of communication.
You're letting them know. Yeah, you're letting them know.
They want you to lie to them.
Yep. Do we want to feel like the only girl in the world for real when Rihanna
and want to?
Oh no, he said, "Oh no."
No, we're not doing that. Okay, this is not that.
I'm just asking. Is that what women want? Do we really want them to say we're the only girl in the world when they really?
Oh no! Don't tell me that.
Have multiple girls in their world.
I think it's a lie, even if they said it. If they ain't with me, I think it's a lie when they said it. Anyway, like, you don't gotta make me feel special. It's all right.
I think as men, we definitely want to feel as if we're the most important, because I believe men are contributing mostly a lot of their resources and their attention towards you. So if I'm not getting that type of attention, then I start putting you back into a situation to where you're not really that beneficial to me, unless you are beneficial.
So do you feel like guys want that distinction, or guys want that delineation with the relationship, or saying that you are important to them?
Yeah, I think we want that, but that's mainly just to remove all the extras from your life. Mm-hmm. So I may put you in the gray.
You might still wanna be out there with the others.
Yes. I may still want to be in the gray area, but at least I'm keeping you out the gray area where you're entertaining other individuals.
Oh, so I can have you, but nobody else can.
Yes. That's
hell no.
We just talked about exclusivity. That's what I was talking about earlier today.
Yeah, men.
So
go ahead.
So the idea that a guy will say, nah, baby girl, it's just me and you, boom, it's just us against the world. Whole time it's him, Susan, Keisha, Trinity, or I'm naming people, all these different women, but he making it seem like it's just you. So the gray area to me sometimes is intentional cloudiness, intentionally. You're trying to make you not know what your status is or not know what your level is with them.
Yeah.
Maisha, what do you have to add on to this?
I mean, I agree with her. It's just for me, it doesn't really bother me. I don't care. Because if you're not,
Damn.
it's the best man wins. So if you're playing, you playing.
So you saying, I don't know why he took himself down. He's doing this a lot lately. Maybe it's this show is triggering him probably. I guess he's getting triggered. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, we just said that.
He don't like that honesty, boy. He don't like it.
Exactly. You know how earlier I said there is no gray. There should be no gray. There shouldn't be any gray because we should all be knowing. So even when you say that there's a gray, like I know, like okay, we're just trying to get to know each other. But in my mind, like I said, it's still a time limit because, well, I'll just say if you're poly, I have, I can talk to multiple people, blah blah, but you're not going to take up a spot where somebody else who wants to put in energy and get to know me, you're not going to take that from someone else because you're not sure. Be sure or be out the way.
So what you're saying?
I don't mind the gray area though, because it's just like you're not, we're having a good time and we're not sure yet. So we're just kind of growing gradually. So as long as we're communicating throughout that growth process, for me, it's just when he is ready, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything before the dude, just because of the dynamic I want. I want him to lead. So I'm not asking him, what are we? I'm not going to be like, do you really want to relate? I'm not asking none of that. I'm going to enjoy whatever we are. If we become something more serious, it's because he initiated that conversation. And then if I'm interested in that level of a relationship, then I'll let him know that I'm on the same page.
So what I'm hearing is that you want men to initiate or to define the roles within the relationship rather than you actually requesting or initiating the boundaries.
Well, they're not defining them because I already want the dynamic I want. So they're just letting me know that they fit because they're speaking out loud, if that makes sense.
Hold on. What if my dynamic or my view doesn't fit what you want?
We're not going to be together. We're going to have fun until we're not having fun no more.
So there's no wiggle room in regards to relationships then. If I say...
Well, that's in a conversation. That's why I said when they speak up, because they're leading now. So they're showing me that they're the leader, they're the initiator.
But you said that you didn't... But you said that if they don't get along with your program, then they're not... That doesn't sound like leadership to me. That sounds like you're doing what you want, and then you're signing up for what you feel like you sign up, rather than allowing the man to define the relationship.
No, I'm saying if he doesn't say anything at all, it doesn't matter. So if he doesn't say anything at all, it's clear to me we're not compatible for something serious. He never leads, if that makes sense. If he says something first, he's letting me know where his heart is. He's got feelings for me. He wants us to be a little more serious. He's not waiting on me to say it because he's scared. He says it anyway. And then he finds out where I'm at. So he steps through fear. He doesn't wait on, okay, I like her. I really want something with her, but she ain't said nothing. And so he's just waiting on me. He initiates it. He says, okay, I'm interested in you. So how are you feeling?
So what about the situation where he initiates it? Now y'all are in a relationship. Now you get to a point where now you have to question it, because now we're talking about where are we at now? Because now, some shit has happened. So now, okay, we might be in a different situation now, or we might be at a different level in our relationship, but not the level you think. So then there is the confusion with where are we at now? Are we at that next level? So then there's the gray area, even in the midst of the relationship. Have you
Yeah,
been
that's
in
what
that
I said.
kind of
It doesn't
situation?
really bother me because they seem natural to me. Gray areas seem like natural phases of growth and progression, and then someone, and in everybody's relationship it won't be the same, but someone initiates the conversation because both of us know we're in the gray area. So somebody speaks up and says, "Hey, what's going on with us? You know, I know we've been dating. I know we're monogamous. We're exclusive, but are we talking about marriage? Are we interested in that?" Somebody does that. So each gray area
Oh,
leads to a new
how
conversation.
but how about when you are at that point where you're afraid to ask, like, okay, a guy sense from a guy. You being the
Hmm.
guy, you been in a situation where you were afraid to ask what the relationship was at that point, where
Yeah,
like you were kind of questioning what was
yeah.
that?
She might have a certain career. She might have a certain background where her previous boyfriends have been, or she may have jumped into situations, and I may have said, you know what, instead of me trying to pressure and trying to lock her down, I'm going to say, you know what, I'm going to like continuously do the actions that I normally do as a man, but then at a certain point, I will ask her. So I understand what you're saying.
So do you feel like guys have a hard time with that because then it makes them look thirsty or too this or too that when it comes to, oh girl, he asked me, that's
I
too
do.
soon. Do you feel like that?
I will say that certain types of women, highly sought after women, where they may feel as if they have many of options, will be more or less harder to say. You know what? Let's lock this situation down rather than allowing her to fill it out.
Mm.
So, if you a hot toddy, then I'm not gonna come out in the first date and be like, "Yeah, you my girlfriend." But then on the flip side, I can see where that may be good because you might like that type of assertiveness.
Okay.
Okay, but when you're saying that you as a guy, you would go to the woman and say, hey, we've been kicking it, the whole Music Soul Child video is popping in my head, but we've been kicking it for a while, da 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 da. Now, can we take this to the next level? Like, do you feel like guys are afraid to say that to the women because it is frowned upon? It's almost like the girl asking the guy to marry her. It's not common.
I wouldn't. You're saying it's afraid, but I would say is more or less a strategicness to it. You don't want to seem too thirsty or too interested. Is kind of like the
Mm.
way that I'm saying it. So that's why a lot of times
Okay,
you'll
so
put it
what's
you'll be in the gray area because we're really trying not to seem too interested, whether our heart's in it or not.
so
So is
feeling
there
too
something that triggers you to
interested?
say something? Like, do you guys, since it's strategic, are you waiting until it seems like she's dating somebody else? Or like what's the moving the needle that moves the needle? What's the event that moves it?
I would say in my experience is when you're putting a lot more effort and you're looking for more reward. I think every guy at a certain point takes everybody out to dinner or does the traditional dating habits. But when those habits and those things start becoming like normalized, then we do want to make sure that we're investing in a solid foundation of at least growing towards something, whether it be sex or a relationship. I think.
Okay,
Okay.
so you feel like the guy doesn't, well, okay, if you were to like survey men, do you feel like the guys in your circle or whatever that you would know, do you feel like they'd be like, nah, man, you don't put yourself in that situation and ask the chick.
Mm.
You determine where the relationship is or how it is.
I deal with a lot of my friends are toxic, so I will say they will definitely.
But is that like the average guy? I
Yes,
don't want to say
yeah,
toxic, but that's the average guy. It's like he wants to say,
yeah. He wants to lock it down.
here's the thing. Women, I think for me, trying to say, okay, we finna do this, da 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 da, it's like, I'm not saying that because it's oftentimes that when the woman is like feeling that way, the guy isn't, or
Yeah.
if there's a dissimilar, situation. So you kind of like, all right, let me see.
So you feel like
no,
you're
he
giving up
is.
control dynamics, is what you're saying.
Yeah, well, because if you're the one saying we in a relationship, my thought is I'm making you be here. It's not that you want to be here. You didn't have a conversation with me. Now I'm like, yo, we finna do this, come on. Kind of like that. And it's like, it ain't that simple, but sometimes I think women have that. It's not that we have a fear of rejection, although for me, it's just like, that is it.
Yeah.
That is it for me. But for a lot of women, they'll say, "No, they got to do it. They come a dime a dozen or whatever." But I have a certain caliber that I like. So then it's like, those don't come a dime a dozen. But you still don't. Women still don't want to be the ones being like, "What are we?"
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So Myasia,
other
Myasia, your stance on not having an issue with being in the gray area, do you think it's about you not having the willingness to accept the rejection from the man?
I'm gonna sound fucked up when I say this. I don't think they're going to reject me.
Oh shit.
But not listen though, not because of anything like arrogant or anything like that, but because if I'm paying attention to because I'm paying attention to I'm paying attention to our interactions, right? And I read people really well. So I already can tell that you like me. I can already tell. You're probably scared. You're probably scared, and I respect that. And I don't feel pressed ever. So I can like you back just as much as you like me. But like I said, I feel like the natural flow of it works for me. And I have to just let myself find out if you're the leading type, if you push through fear. So I'm not really worried about the rejection part of it, because if you like me but you're not a leader, it doesn't really matter, because I'm not gonna really want to be with you in a serious relationship anyway. And when I say a leader, I'm meaning push through fear.
Well, what if men have commitment issues? What if we say, as a man,
you gotta go get some therapy and holler at me when you get done with it.
You're not gonna work through it with me. We're not gonna deal like my
you have to initiate it. That's what I'm saying. The first step is you initiating it. You gotta say something. I have to see you be able to push through.
What if but what if the guy is like, I'm not with them traditional stand, like they're like, you know what? I'm trying to say this without seriousness. The guy say, well, because like I'm like, I ain't never met a nigga to say this, but he say,
nigga, please.
He say, you know what, fuck societal norms when it comes to this. I want, like, he's the type that wants you to ask him to marry him, or he's the type that wants you to come to him because he says this says you know how to lead when you want something. Like they say, I know a woman. I like it when a woman knows what she wants. What if it's that kind of woman? And what if
that's what I want? Well, that's what I'm saying. I know what I want. That's why I stay quiet, because I know what I want. I want the dude that's gonna lead. That dude that wants that girl that you're talking about doesn't want me. That's why I said I'm not scared of the rejection, because it's not offensive that he doesn't want me. I don't fit him. I'm not gonna make him happy, because I'm gonna be consistently waiting on him to lead stuff, and he really wants a woman that leads. He needs to go find her.
Damn.
I think you're
not like that, not dismissive or cruel. We can still have fun until he does.
Okay, so let me ask you this: since we're at this point, have you guys ever dealt with a man that was possibly divorced, and he's dealt with issues probably in a marriage?
Divorced? Possibly divorced.
I was wondering what that meant too. Like, wait,
Lord Jesus.
I'm saying because then that's
is he divorced or not?
That's what I'm saying. Possibly. This is great. This is hella great. What a grade.
This is the bad grade that Jay was talking about. We don't like this grade.
Possibly a woman. Okay, possibly. You know, it's a gray area.
We waiting for that clear up.
Okay. A man that is divorced. On paper. Officially divorced.
Okay. It's on the books. All right.
This man says, you know what? I've been through it with say a 10, 20-year relationship. I'm not necessarily willing to commit to a boyfriend girlfriend style relationship, but I like you. You know, I want to enjoy. I enjoy your company. What say you then?
I'm cool with that if that's the space I'm into. So like, we all have different phases of our lives. So if I'm in a phase where I'm like, okay, well, I really want something to see if it can grow into commitment. That's just what I want to do. Then I'd have to tell him no. I'd have to let him know, like, dang, you know, I enjoy your company too, but right now that just ain't gonna work for me.
Now, Miss Polly shook her head. Why did you shake your head, ma'am?
Because if you want, sorry about that. If you want friend energy, come to me as a friend.
But you know,
there is no middle. I don't understand. There's no such thing.
You know my situation. I lost everything.
Yeah, your situation is you want a friend, and I want a man. So which one are we doing? So you pick a side and stay on the side. So,
like I said, connect energy. Our energies connect. We're doing really good. I think when we get
we're gonna be it wouldn't even connect because this is what I feel about it.
Okay.
So, and I'm trying to. Okay, if I am poly, so I have to bring this up. You should do it if you're monogamous too. If we are in a relationship, there are certain things, access to me, my time, access to things that are intimate with me that I do with my partner or my person I'm with. You as a person who is not committing to me in any fashion should not have access to all of me in that fashion. So it's either pick one or the other. Okay, you can't have access to me as my man, but not be my man, because then that means that anybody who steps to me can get the same access as someone who's not committing. So I'm giving the wrong signal.
That's what you want? You want you trying to get wifey and girlfriend energy? That's what you're looking for?
If that's what you're after. If you're not, that's cool, but you're not going to get all of me. If you call me, I'm probably not going to answer. If my man calls me, I'm going to answer my phone. So which one do you want? You want me to cook for you?
If you
or do you want to be hungry on Saturday? Because I only cook for my men, right? I only cook for my man. So you see me making dinner, and you come over one day, you see me cooking dinner, you ain't getting my food.
What
you're not my man.
A new phone number, Jay.
You better text me from the motherfucking phone number so I know it's you. Because otherwise I don't answer.
Matter of fact, this is how bad it is. If you're not committed to me, your name's not in my phone. Like, I just guess who the numbers are.
Wow.
Your name is not in my phone. I promise you. If you're my man, your name is in my phone.
How about this? How about we do friends with benefits? You know, like we hang out sometimes.
They ain't no benefit, but you have access that my man does.
But my thing with that is there's no gray area if you agree to it.
Yeah.
Because it's an agreement. It's kind of like the whole polyamorous thing or the BDSM thing. It's an agreement, right?
Yeah.
It's an agreement. I'm just saying an agreement. Your face curled up so bad when I BDSM. I was like, But it's an agreement nonetheless. So if you agree to those terms, then that's what you agreed to. But say it's in that situation where now you starting to catch feelings, and typically it's the woman that does first, and now we kind of like, I don't know if I like his little girlfriend or his homegirl, whatever. Who you keep on saying it ain't even like that. It's his play sister. And I've been in them play sister situations, and them play sisters been some fucking motherfuckers.
Right.
So
I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
I'm like, the amount of incest that I've ran into with a lot of guys, I'll be like, damn, y'all. sisters really be playing hard. But you know, all in all, I think if you speak on whatever the area is, then it shouldn't be gray after that. If y'all agree on the area.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, you guys are not sliding past this. I'm sorry.
What?
Look, you may be dealing with some, say, emotional or psychological issues that may prevent you from committing fully to a relationship. I do not.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I do
Yeah,
not.
no. If it's more to it, obviously, on a serious note, mental health is a big deal. So if you don't have your mental faculties together, you're gonna block out stuff regardless, and you're gonna be gray in your thinking, in terms of cloudiness and stuff like that. Anyway, so like that's a gray area on a medical side. You know,
he don't need a girlfriend. And he just need to put his thing in somebody. That's all that is. Let's stop playing. Y'all trying to be cute. That ain't no gray. They don't want to commit to you because they don't want you. They're looking for something else. Point blank. If you should know. And men don't take a long time to figure it out. And if you're going through something, then stay the hell away from me because I'm not in that space.
But that's not always the case. It's gonna be somebody that's bumming it out, that's thinking like, you know what, let me get on this app and let me meet her and just tell her, you know, like I be in downtown area all the time. You know, I live downtown. and he be in a situation where
but you're making my point, Jay. He has no point dating. If he doesn't want to date, so let's say a man wanted to.
I'm saying there are people who date out of their league, or they at least
it may be a situation.
You know, and
when he gonna get up on his game in 5 years, we in gray area for 5 years. No, sir.
No.
Come holler at me when you want to be serious. If someone steps to you, they should be stepping with purpose. If they're not stepping with purpose, then they have no purpose and they're wasting my time. I value my time too much.
But you know, all of 2023 was waste my time. Remember that hashtag, so he hurry up so you can waste my time or whatever it is? Like people do that. People do that.
I don't want that. No, that sounds expensive. I don't like that. That upset me.
I don't mind it as long as everybody's honest. I think what we kind of
then it's not a gray
manipulative, right? It's not gray, except for when, like you said, things start to change on an individual. You know, so you're starting to
now, like now you starting to feel
Wait,
you were feeling.
I have an issue. If you're saying you meet a man and they just saying, hey, we just gonna chill, we having a good time. And you're like, okay, I'm fine with that. Let's just have a good time. Right.
Yeah.
Then you're still committing to something in that moment.
Right.
If someone's coming to you and saying, I have intentions of dating, I'm on this dating app and I'm looking for a girlfriend, and they're telling you all these good things, and then you're like wondering if you're together or not. And they're like, oh no, we're chilling. We're just chilling. No, we're not just chilling, sir.
Yeah.
We're together or not. That's
so you saying on the dating app, he was like, yo, I'm looking for somebody to settle down with. I'm looking for my shorty, and then to get around you like, yo, no, we just chilling, child.
Oh, you a lie. You a lie. You go to your house.
That's a manipulator though. He's a liar.
Then it's no, we just chilling, you know. No, it's levels to this, shorty.
Yeah, you done been on 5 dates with this man. He's talking about this levels. The only level I'm seeing right now, you just like losing.
Wait a minute, and then be the one on the phone like, hold on, my homeboy. Man, I'm trying to tell you, you need to talk to your girl. You really need to work things out. You know, like he giving all this dope advice to his friends, and you like,
no.
I think.
What are we? What?
I really think sometimes society pressures you into making defined roles. Sometimes as a man, you can't go out there putting your Instagram or your Tinder status or your Facebook status as complicated. You have to present yourself as an individual who's stable.
One or the other. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to present yourself as a stable individual. And then not only that, let's just be honest, society does not want to live in the gray area a lot of times, and you cancel yourself out of a lot of people. So sometimes you also have to play the game. That's why it's called the game.
So you're saying you have to lie and pretend you're something you're not.
No, I'm just saying
you're confused. Being confused is a state of being confused is not a valid reason to lie and be dishonest.
All I'm saying is that I would like to give myself enough time to give myself to you.
And what do you call that? Unavailable.
I'm not unavailable. I'm available.
You are. You're not, because you just said you weren't. So which one is it? So you're confused.
I never said I was not available. I just.
Oh, okay. Maybe you need to elaborate, because we all heard something different, apparently. So elaborate.
I don't like the way y'all looking at me right now.
I think that's BS. I think that's BS. I think that's BS, because lots of men who just say what they want to say so they have sexual access to women, and that's all it is. So that's not.
Do you think that? So you don't think that there are guys out there who are truly like, the gray area is to get to know you, not to confuse you, and not to make this be, traumatic, or
what's traumatic?
Some sort of psychological imbalance. I don't know. Just rejection. Like if somebody, for instance, if we're talking about like childhood trauma, somebody who's neglected, or somebody who, I cannot think of the word, abandoned or something like that. If they have those kind of issues, and then they're constantly that one that wants to know where do we stand, and the
why are you dating? It doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
We have to be ready.
People dating at all kinds of levels,
exactly, and they're not
ready. They don't need to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm saying they're not ready. You have to be honest with yourself. You're putting yourself in a situation to fail. When you set yourself up to fail, you're going to fail. You're not ready, but you want sexual access. A lot of men do this. It's sexual access. It's for sexual access, because they're not in a good place to have a relationship, but they're in a good place to dick you down. And that's just to be honest.
Yeah, that's the.
But I think that you would enjoy. I think that hold on, time out.
Okay.
I think that you would enjoy that access more than what you actually think you want, because a lot of times even women do not want that. They just want protective access to men.
Right.
And most
they
really
don't want. They barely want sexual access. They want economic access.
But they tell you that nowadays. They'll tell you can't touch me.
No. See, now that we done flipped it, now we
you telling me women aren't saying give me money?
It's a group of people that are honest. It's just now we're talking about. It's not a sex thing. It's not dudes don't do it more than females. Females lie to get what they want, and dudes lie to get what they want. But I thought we were talking about men and women. Men don't lie, and women don't lie to get what they want. So if you're in a gray area, I feel like you can be in a gray area with a man or a woman, because you're just growing. You're just getting to know each other, and the feelings are progressing, or they're not. And that's great, because
you're describing the get to know you phase. We're talking about past that. We're talking about past that.
Okay, Oprah and Stedman. Do you think they're in the gray area?
No, they have an understanding. They have an understanding. He probably can fuck as many men as he wants. Right. I don't know who he's fucking, but
he signed on the dotted line.
Maybe. Yeah, he just signed for the money.
Right. I'm saying, like, after y'all, not to get to know you stage, because that's understandable. You get to know somebody. Okay, I'm talking about we in this, 8 weeks. And I'm saying, I'm still feeling you out, baby.
2 months. Okay.
Feeling you out.
I'm still feeling you out.
Like, I don't know if I like you yet. How much access am I giving you?
But that's what I'm saying. What phase of life are you in? Because there are times where you just want to have fun, and there's a certain dude who can get it, and he getting it. And I don't care if you become committed, especially if I get to know you, right? So, for example, let's say I meet 2 dudes. One of the dudes, I just want to give it to him. Like, and I get to know him, and I'm like, we ain't compatible for a relationship, but damn. And so I do. I'm a grown woman. I consent to it. And I'm just getting to know him better as a person. But I'm seeing things where I'm like, I ain't really sure I'd be in a
This
relationship with
nigga
this
finna
dude.
be psycho. So
But
you know
that's the
the
dude
nigga finna
that's my
be
homie
psycho.
friend. Like, I'm having a good time with that dude. I don't care about a gray area. It doesn't really matter because I don't even know where I stand with him myself. I'm getting to know him. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's things that's putting me off a little bit, but I ain't writing them off. I'm not going to prejudge him. I'm
But
just
would
getting
you
to know
date him? Because you already said you don't want him.
Well, I'm saying, well, yeah. So
Do
I
you see
didn't
what I'm
decide.
saying?
Yeah, I didn't decide I don't want him at all. So I'm saying, as far as like, I don't
Damn.
want
Just
nothing
wanted to
I
get
like the way
a
she
But
put
break.
that's
that.
what I'm
I
saying.
like
Like,
the
you
way
made
she
a
put that.
choice. You made a choice. So you
But
did
but
already make
on
that
the
choice.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing with him. It's so we're intimate because that's what I want from him. But right now, what I'm seeing, certain things I'm seeing, I don't want him in a committed sense. So as I'm getting to know him more, that's why I said I'm not writing him off. I'm not saying like, okay, I saw 1, 2, and
so
3.
it's like on the job training versus you learn
Yeah,
this shit before
I'm
you
just.
get
It ain't gonna
the
get better
job and
though.
know it
He ain't
already.
gonna get better.
So
He gonna be
okay,
the
so you
same.
just doing on the
But
job
then
training.
if that's the case, I'm still having fun with him. I don't even care.
But
But
you've
you
already
ain't
decided.
hired him at all.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's on
You've
the
already
job training.
decided. You've already decided.
Sometimes that's what you want.
Y'all just
Sometimes
y'all
all you need
women,
is a
y'all know
plumber.
that.
Sometimes
Yeah,
all you need
sometimes
is a
that's what
plumber.
you want.
But
So
but
you're
you
That's
already
saying
all you need
decided.
is a plumber.
You had already decided. So at that point, you know ain't gonna be your man. So he can keep D'ing you down, but you're only using him for sexual access. So once again, you are not in a gray area anymore.
because I've
Well,
decided. Yeah, but
if
doing
he's
it.
disgusted with you, then it's not a gray
Yeah,
area.
I'm saying like so you said like 8 weeks. Like I
Yeah.
ain't even decided if I want to sleep with you in 8 weeks in most cases. Like I don't even know if I'm actually gonna give it to you in 8
I don't want to
weeks.
say I disagree with that.
No, she putting out. That's what she's saying. And that's
My God.
My thing is women know sooner than we know well before 30 days or
I'm saying if I'm gonna actually do it, I know if I want to, like if I'm attracted to you enough to jump your bones. But if I'm really gonna do it in real life,
we know, but it just depends. You might knock yourself out of it before you get in it.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't do it.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
This is a grown show. This is not
she knocked herself out of it
before you get in it. Yeah.
See, now we're talking about the gray area, okay?
I'm just saying.
That sounds like a lot of gray talk. Women knocking themselves out of sexual access. That sounds a lot of gray because at first you was attracted, now you're not, but you're not verbalizing it to the man.
Well, okay, but maybe so maybe there's a situation where initially you were really attracted to the dude because like, oh, he my type, he my type, you know, but then
are you talking about you a
as
size
you get
queen?
to know him,
you get to know him and you saw it and you changed your mind. Don't do that.
No, saying, Miss Polly, how dare I? Okay, but no, I wasn't telling a story. This is the whole thing. I'm just talking about a scenario. You over here trying to make me.
You said you saw the man and then you got to know him. He was cool. He looked good and he took off his pants and you was like, no, sir, that little thing ain't going in me. No,
that's valid. I agree with Jay on that.
I ain't never been in that situation.
Okay.
Nigga, please.
I don't know if my
that's messed up. That's messed up, Miss J.
History. All history is straight up magnums.
I thought she was better than that.
Listen, I'm saying you meet the dude. Generally speaking, you meet the dude, and then you're attracted to him. He's your type and everything. Then you get to know him, and it's like,
wait, you got to know him and you saw something too? Did you see something with your eyes?
This when you start looking this way and be like, damn, he look good.
So she writing them off. She like, nah.
Because now you know, you like, nah, hell no. This is a facade because the real nigga came out and the real one you like, no.
So
Oh
do you
my
tell them
God.
that at that moment, or you just kind of keep hanging out with them and just keep them in the friend zone without them
I
knowing?
mean, well, sometimes you can friend zone them, but then then it can get into the gray area with that, because if your original intentions was I'm trying to holler at you, you know, and y'all kicking it and cool, but you like
He Black, you
just
tell
got
her that
friend
that is not no
zone.
gray. You is not in the gray area. He in the gray area because you keeping him there on
Listen, if he
purpose.
meet me wearing this, you might be in the gray. No, but
He think he in the green light area, and she put his
Yeah, he
ass
think
in the
he
red light.
but
think he ready.
but
I
have
think
you
he
been there? Okay, I've been there before though. I'm not talking about a specific situation when I said the earlier stuff, but I've been in that situation where I start off liking a guy, and then I get to know him, and I'm like, he going
How long?
there. in
How
the
long did that
friend
take?
zone. The instant turn off probably happened maybe about 2 or 3 weeks after meeting him. So I talked to him, it was certain things, you know, you'd be like,
I think 8 weeks is a good amount of time.
to get to know somebody. You talking about
Enough to know if you want to date them. Yes.
well, hold
Oh,
on.
so that's the pre. Wait a minute, that's the pre.
Pre what?
So it's not date. That's why I couldn't think of the word. So I was like, y'all not thinking. So dating is when you're getting to know.
Is
Listen,
it?
dating is when you're getting to know.
Oh, okay. Well,
Why
let's
are
clear that
you?
up, ladies.
What's
Let's
the
clear that up. So you mean actually
beginning?
dating somebody, and then that's your getting to know them? I'm just
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
In my
I don't
mind,
do
it
that. I'm
is.
sorry. I don't do that.
You go straight to relationship. Like,
Or we're not together. I told you there's only we together or we ain't.
oh.
There, Miss Polly
Yeah.
says there is no black. There is
Yeah,
no gray area.
you talk to me, we friends, we cool. But if you don't tell me we're together and we don't have a conversation, then we just cool and we friends.
So you don't
So
date
there's no
until
homie lover friend. You
there's
don't
not
you won't sleep with
date
none of your friends.
part.
Wait, say again, ma'am.
You won't sleep with none of your friends. So there's no homie
No,
lover friend.
no,
Damn.
no. They don't. No, what kind of? No, they don't get that access. Absolutely not.
Some of
No,
your friends are done.
Well,
no. If they want, they gotta be more than a friend. Because then I'm, even if I wasn't poly, I'll be giving off the impression that those other people who aren't my friends can have access to me, and they can get the benefits without committing to me. And I want commitment from people who want to actually be with me. So it's confusing for them. Because if you got a whole man, 6 months, and then we having sex there, and then some guy can come over and just be my friend and get the same access that my boyfriend did that we broke up, then what's the difference? Then nobody's gonna really want to commit to me because they get the same access without the commitment.
They just want to come. I don't know.
so
They always ask me to be their girlfriend. So that's how I don't know.
Right, you having positivity. All that positive energy is great. You gotta remember, some out here who can't get men like that. Don't give them the wrong idea. They be out here thinking these men want to commit and they just want to smash. So you gotta tell them, make the line, make them commit to something. I don't care what it is.
What?
It could be a sneakily commit to it. Commit to it. You can't stand on it. That's all I'm saying.
I don't always want commitment, so that's why I was like, I don't.
Yeah, you don't
sometimes
have to have a full commitment. You can be like, hey, we sneaker links. Let's be cool. Let's just be, whatever we do sexually, you can have your little friends, whatever. It's cool. Make your agreement then. But it shouldn't be any guy. Then they all think they can get something. They like kids in the candy store.
Okay, do you feel like it's a situation where like the girl meets the guy, the intention again was to date, right? But then she ends up friend zoning him because whatever it is, and she doesn't tell him, so they're still in this situation. Do you think that's where situationships come from? That's what I'm
that's manipulative though, because she already knows. Like that was when like Polly was saying she's made a decision and she just lying. She ain't telling them because she using them for something.
Yeah, she want access to whatever. It could be money, whatever. She knows she ain't in gray. He confused. It's not her. But that's why I said, like,
I
okay, so
think you
let's
guys
say
are capping on the situation.
no.
Women are the master manipulators of these situations. I only want you men for this particular reason.
Do you
Yeah, yeah.
do you feel
I
like
agree.
on the
I
other
do
end
agree.
though? Do you feel like on the other end men don't do the same thing? Men
They
don't
do the
I didn't
operate.
same
say
thing.
men don't do the same
Okay,
thing. I said you
do
guys have
men
mastered it.
do men operate well in the gray area? Let me ask that to you, E.
Yes.
Mhm. That's
Why
why I
do
said we're
y'all
not
operate?
manipulating those much because I think dudes know, but the difference I think is dudes do a better job of lying in wait than
Yeah.
women do.
Yes.
Lying in wait?
Yeah, waiting things out like that.
I thought you
That
meant
oh, it's my
lying.
friend. It's my friend. And so you start crying. He come over there with a friend. It's so inappropriate of her.
Yes, absolutely. So I think it's different with women. If a woman knows what she wants and like she knows she wants you in a different way, she's not waiting around those emotions. They're not gonna let her watch you date, watch you fall in their love.
So,
It's just not
so do
gonna
you
happen
feel
with us.
like so women tend to hop out that gray area fast, one way or
Yeah,
another?
Yeah,
yeah,
that wouldn't be no gray area.
We don't do well in gray areas.
Let me.
right.
If you're a master in the gray area, you know the gray area is ugly and biased. Why would you stay in it?
I'm just asking a question. My thing is
You could.
if but my thing is like if we are being honest with ourselves, we don't like the gray areas. And when you do have to ask him, babe, we've been doing this, I kind of feel like we need to move in together or whatever it is, that's the next step.
Yeah,
And he like, whoa, hell no, I ain't think about that. Or you say something that just is throwing him all the way out, like, no, yo, why would you think I was talking about that? And you like, oh, maybe
yeah.
because I thought you liked the way I looked in this dress and you was gonna give me this dress. And it's like, hell no. I mean, not that I wouldn't, but then it's too soon. And now you all in that area where like, oh, we in the it's too soon for anything phase.
Yeah,
Now
if I
you in
really
that
like
gray
him,
area.
yeah. If I got feelings for him, I agree. If I got feelings for him, I don't like the gray area. But
Yeah.
if I don't have like, you know, strong emotional ties to him, I may like him somewhat. I don't care about the gray area then. So I guess that does make a
Yeah, it's
difference.
like we
Yeah.
don't sit like if we really want something, us being in the gray area, we cannot deal with that. Guys, I think maybe can a little bit more.
They like it because it's hope and they can lie and wait.
like,
You said they
but
lie.
unless they truly like the woman. Like I think I've seen plenty of cases where that's not the case. Like if the guy really likes the woman, he's going after her.
He a
doesn't
scene
know.
maker. That's we call them scene makers. Like the guy who really wants you, so he go and tell your man you slept with you, you know he didn't, just to make y'all break up so he can get with you. Yeah, that guy.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
I
on.
know that guy.
Let's be honest about this.
This was wholesome. This was wholesome, not wholesome.
Yeah, he
Hold
come
on,
to your man and tell he's like, I want her, and I want her, and she gonna be mine. He got the sneaker link at the door, knocking on it. Yes, sir. Oh no.
Hold on. Sometimes it's your job. I work a job that's really long and stressful. We don't have.
Stressful.
We're both in different periods of our life. Let's just enjoy what we're at right now. Enjoy the moment. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but you disagreed upon something.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's an agreement, so there's not a gray area. If I say, yeah, I'm okay with that because my job, I'm picking up this and doing that. I got all this outside of work going on. Yeah, then because of my endeavors, now it's we okay with that. But that's an agreement, though. You can't say
no. We together. That is we together. So are we together or not? No.
See, that's why you.
How about this? How about
recruit 'em,
this? How about this?
because
My
I be
kids are grown.
recruiting 'em.
My kids ain't grown yet. Let's just wait until my kids get a little grown and we can settle down a little bit because they not ready for all this situation that we got. They don't want a new
Well,
mama.
that's cap. That's cap.
See, now you see that the
That's cap.
lies, the lies.
That's cap. No, let me
What?
tell you something. And I'm gonna look into the camera when I say this. I had this one nigga tell me this, and he fucked around and got married. Yeah, you.
I told you it was a lie to start with. A
Yeah.
lie to start with.
Yeah, that was a lie.
But my thing is, if you're not
No.
moving, if you're not moving towards that area of like, okay, okay, in 2 years your
I got
kid is gonna graduate.
Listen,
And wait a minute, but if y'all are talking, and this is an understanding, okay, in 2 years he's graduating, then he gonna go off to college or whatever.
yeah.
But what if old boy flunk or something? Let me stop. 'Cause
Oh,
anyway, then
but no, but you're
so
right. That's what I'm saying. Okay, what does
what
that have to
something
do
is
with the
an extended
commitment?
situation now?
No,
Now
we
it's
can't.
like,
We don't
oh,
want to
it's gonna
confuse
turn-
the household. I got a good ship going.
So I don't have to move in with you. What that got to do with us getting together? Because it don't stop you from coming to my house. It don't stop you from going on dates. It don't stop you from digging me down. So my question is, what is it stopping you? Commit. It's a BS.
I don't want you to feel like you're obligated to me when
I didn't ask you to worry about my feelings, but I said,
Oh,
well,
wait a minute.
what
You're
do you
talking
do?
about in the same women. You talking about in the same area. I don't know why I went to a distance. Because
wait, distance.
add
She
my
went in the wrong
own
distance.
distance.
What kind of?
Distance.
Ooh, you doing a size for us? What size?
No,
I knew it. I knew it. I told you.
long distance. Long distance.
Long.
Yeah, what kind of long distance we talking about? Okay, so
That's not what I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about. I thought you were talking about.
Lord Jesus.
Thank you, Boosie. Somebody being in another state, and then talking about that, which is
okay.
why I
I
was
don't
like,
think
this.
that even matters. Listen, I need y'all to start giving excuses to the foolishness. Don't matter.
Nah. Sometimes
No,
hey,
because,
No.
because I feel like if you're putting in effort to make arrangements, like if we're looking for jobs, if we're doing all these other kind of things where you talking about transition in some kind of which
yeah,
way, then that's different. But if you're doing this because you wanted to move anyway, and it's just a bitch you finna be close to, you finna get it in with, y'all ain't gotta live together because you just said you was gonna move close to the area.
yeah.
But now you're still in the same situation. So y'all not together. You still talking about your
Oh,
boy,
nah.
or now you really want to be there with your son through his college years, but he gonna be going to Utah State, which is nowhere close to New York. If you in New York, I don't know. I'm just thinking about it further away.
I'm not gonna let y'all keep using these excuses. I'm telling you why I'm saying this, because I purposely date busy men. It's not on accident. So for you to
You
say
don't
that
date them.
I do.
You're in a relationship with them.
That word y'all use is very confusing. That's my whole man. That's my whole man. We're gonna say that.
There's
Yeah, whole man.
In a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, I'm sorry. My boyfriend yells at me about it all the time. I say that he get mad. You ain't supposed to say date. We together. Okay, I'm sorry. I get real confused.
Because now you
I'm
put the
sorry.
gray area out there.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't mean to use those words. It's just, anyway. We together. That's what I'm trying to say.
The men I'm in a relationship with.
Yeah.
That's
We're
what you say,
together.
men. You don't say the guys I'm dating. They're not.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah. I get in trouble for it. Just act like they didn't hear that. It is.
Okay.
Yes, but if I am going to be in a relationship with men and they're very busy, saying that, oh, I'm busy and I have kids, that's fine. I date men like that, or I'm with men like that. So you're telling me that that's a reason to have gray area and that we're not together. I just call a lie.
They having a whole conversation in the chat.
We gotta have a conversation about the
They're
poly
having
part
a
of
whole
it. That's
conversation in the chat about us being your E-Black angels. Somebody said 2 of them are E-Black angels. What is going on in the chat?
Wait a
What is
minute.
going on in the chat? You ain't popping none of that up. I can't see it
Right.
now.
They got a
Because
whole
of the-
conversation.
I'm not. You guys don't need to be fooling with the foolishness. And let the chat be the
Y'all
chat.
being foolish. Okay.
Fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
We gotta
gonna
get
say this
into
is going out.
more of the poly side of things when it comes to this, because you got me. It's so many notes. I'm
Because
having to go
okay, well
back to.
that's a benefit for busy men. That actually really like truck driver. I want to name some of the kind of men I would see out. Truck drivers, businessmen, men who like to be like independent by themselves a lot of times. Because it's not even just that. I like that kind of personality, but also it offers those men a benefit to date me.
Hell no.
Is that when they don't
said
have
it?
the time?
My bad.
Okay.
My bad, Polly. I absolutely not have ever been on Flavor of Love or any show of the sort. No, somebody said I look like
It's a
some
wig.
girl named Boots. I think her name is Boots or something.
Yeah,
Boots.
no, you don't.
Don't do her like that. You a lie. Don't do that.
I was like,
It's
no.
the red wig. But
Don't do that. Yeah, no, I mean, if you're gonna date businessmen, truck drivers don't get to stay a long time in certain areas. They're driving a lot. It's a relief.
But doesn't that cause, like, oh my God, that would cause
But it doesn't cause
one-
anything
one-
because they know who I'm talking to. I know that they're busy. I know that they're doing. I'm not talking about the ones who be out there getting the lizards out there, but I'm just saying they have access if they come in town or whatever. People who don't have a lot of time for women or feel like they can't date women because they don't have enough time to give to those particular women, those kind of men I'm fine with. I have no problem with, because I know that they're busy. They do what they do, and then
I think. Hold on, because y'all. Look, I'm gonna break y'all down on this. Let's be honest.
Naruto.
Y'all remember Sex in the City, Mr. Biggs?
I never watched it.
I didn't either. Go ahead.
The inconsistent male is what I'm talking about. The guy who was focused on his career and his path. Why is it the gray area not like? Let's be honest. Sometimes the as a woman sitting by the prize is just good enough. You know. Why do we have to? You have to have everything that you want. Sometimes you can say, "Hey, later on in line, when both of our lives both align, we can get together." What's wrong with saying that?
Okay, I'll see you if I'm available at that time. What's wrong with saying that?
That's really what it comes down to. Because I've had somebody say, you know what, I owe you a marriage, and I was like,
Yeah.
you owe me nothing. Because if I'm already married, then I don't know how you can owe me that. But it ain't to you. I don't know.
Okay.
That's weird. So you're telling me that men wait, let's just say the scenario of a woman waiting for a man to get his shit together. That's supposed to be like the okay thing to do. But she's supposed to wait her time. Wait.
No, I didn't say it was the okay thing to do.
And I'm gonna break it down. Let's break it down the red pill version. That what they say is women's what is it? Your youth, your beauty, all those things that wither down in time. You want that woman to wait because she has time while her fertility is ticking to wait on you to figure out if you know what the hell you want. You a goddamn lie. And I need you to stop lying to these women.
Wait, so the guy wants her not to date anybody else?
Hold on, because she
He's supposed to date other people while you wait.
I want more kids. Hold on, Miss Polly, because you said the fertility, bitch. I don't care about no fertility.
No, I'm saying red pill men say that women are supposed to are valued by. No, we don't want no kids.
Lord Jesus.
The red pill men say our values and our youth, fertility, right? They say all those things. So our youth and fertility, if those things are on a timeline, why are women having to stand next to men for 5 to 6 years while they figure out if they want us? That's a waste of time. It doesn't equate.
I mean, it's all about your options, depending on the type of man.
And you're not the option. So she's gonna take her ass out here where the options are at. You're not one of them.
You're left in the dust. You're getting left behind.
Look, I will wait for Janet Jackson.
Janet ain't coming back around for nobody. Janet is forever going to have options. Billionaire.
No, right. And I didn't know you were serious. I thought it was a joke to begin with. That's why I was like, oh, you were serious.
Anyway, let's continue this conversation.
Don't be upset with me.
Y'all
Ain't
keep-
nobody waiting for you older men to
Ain't-
get 80 for y'all figure out y'all want a woman. Talk to ladies when you're 80 and let the rest of us be great.
I don't think anybody's waiting on anybody. It's like males
Yeah,
and females. We always got options. Unless, I mean, I guess there's some people that don't.
Malaysia, you say everybody got
I think your
options because you got options. You know
That's why I
everybody
said
got
maybe some
options.
don't. I corrected myself. Some people don't, but for the average person, like, when have you ever had lack? Like ever? Like I'm in my 40s, I still ain't got lack. Like it's never going to happen.
Okay, you have a
'cause if
you have a
'cause if-
desirable face and body. Don't be cute.
But that's what I'm saying. The average female is desirable to do.
I don't think that's true.
You don't think so?
The average female, I think the average female, yeah.
Yeah, the average female.
Wait. What are they desirable for?
It's just the attraction, the whole thing. But that's the thing.
That's the
Everybody's
question
level of
right
attraction
there.
is different.
Because these men out
Everybody's level of
here,
attraction is different.
they'll sometimes they don't need a face to make it happen. So I'm trying to say.
See, now Kelly, she's sitting there. She's like, there's just so many women. And she put the whole spectrum. I don't even know what a yellow guy look like.
But while you're saying that, you're also saying this. There's a lot of women who don't have requirements for men too. They don't want to tall. So you say there's a lot of men out there, but you're disqualifying a lot of them for not being tall or having enough money.
But then she's setting herself up for like you said, she's setting herself up for failure.
Right. You're right. And that's what I'm saying. So a lot of people are saying they don't have options. I just think they just want the options they want because there's people out here, you're right, but most people aren't, saying, hey, I don't need them to be 6 foot.
But that's why I said most people have options because
the
delusional people are just delusional. They're always going to be delusional.
You're right.
But everybody, like, we have qualities about us. Aside from the superficial, we have qualities that attract people to us. And it's multiple people. Like the Green Vegan said, there's so many men in the world and there's so many women in the world.
Right.
So you got options. It's when you start chopping it down to superficial stuff, or you don't know yourself, so you really don't even know what you want. Somebody told you what you wanted because that's what women or males are supposed to want. But when you get to know yourself, it's a lot of options out there. And you just get to know people, and then y'all fit. You find the ones that you fit with, and each phase, a guy or a gal might fit in that phase, and then y'all don't fit no more, and y'all move past that because that branch done broke off, and now you go get your new branch.
I mean, Jay might say she needs a branch that's
right.
Or she's not gonna
about
participate.
About this right.
Lord Jesus.
No, but I mean, I think there's different phases of relationships too, because you go through different phases in general as people, as a person, as an individual. So the fact that you yourself go through that, I think you can, I don't want to say go through people, but you can go through relationships where now it has outgrown you or something like that. Yeah. And I think that's the other thing, which is a gray area. I don't know who that is, but which is a gray area. And when you outgrow somebody and people feel like marriage is supposed to last forever, sometimes it don't. But then there's a gray area with that too. When you get to a point where you want a divorce, but then you don't, because there's a status, there's a look, there's a, that that whole psychological feeling of failure and things like that come, and societal. So there are gray areas oftentimes because you don't want to admit that things have changed.
Yeah.
And
I can see that.
now, you know what I mean? There's a difference in that. And I just thought about that because when you think about the dissolution of a marriage, it started long before they said I don't. You know, it started long before then.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing that I think can cause a gray area too when we talk about just wrapping up this whole subject on gray areas with marriage specifically. You get to that point once, you know, now you done said I don't, but you doing all the things that say I do still. So
that's why I said I thought gray areas were just like different phases. And you're figuring things out.
That's a good way to think about it. I didn't think about it like that.
Well, what about relationships? What if, okay, we always talk about spinning the block back to the ex.
Mm-hmm.
That's always that's a variation of a gray area. Ex relationships. What you got to say about that, Miss Polly, huh? He done already got the goodies. He done already got the goodies now.
Yeah, but the only time you go back, I've only gone back once, so we ain't gonna talk about that too loud. I've gone back one time. But the reason why is because there was so much time and I saw that it was a different person. Because a lot of people say, oh, I went back a year later, whatever. What has actually taken place in their life to make them actually change or make movement from where they are at the time that something happened? And sometimes it takes a long time. Like the person I was talking to, we were very young, blah, blah. You know, 15 years later, okay, he's a different man doing different things. His thought process is different. He's in a different place and he's a grown ass man. I might be able to take a step and talk to them.
And they can still be in the gray area then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And you might not want the same things anymore because you're no longer in the same place. So that's one time I would say I would maybe look back because change has taken time. Something has changed. But like, I think like if a year or something passes, unless something dramatic happened, most people don't make changes for no reason. That has to have something has happened.
Yeah.
Make change. You know what I'm saying?
Majority of the time, you gotta have a decade for me to believe.
Yeah, something.
Change.
Oh, girl.
Or I have to be around you, and that's just
the only thing that changed was the year, baby. The 2024. There ain't nothing else changed. You still drinking, or you still doing the same thing? You still running after crotch? Only thing that changes is that you want the old stuff you had before, but I don't want that. That's all that is.
Whoa. So wait. Let's be honest. Let's not act like certain women, once they leave one relationship, instead of adding what today say onto the body count, they'll go back to a previous relationship or previous situationship that they had.
Yeah. But you
are they doing that? Are we talking about that as spinning the block? Or because I was thinking that was just for sex. Is that for you talking for relationships? They
I mean, it could be both. Sometimes.
Really?
I know.
Relationships, I think they just do it for sex. Right? They don't really do it.
No, Maya said, like she said, they came back for the stick because they know what they're gonna get instead of guessing with all the other guys. They know what's happening. They know what
That's a good way to put it. I like that.
You know what to expect. Like he gonna be 15 minutes. Or he gonna be an hour and a half. You don't have to guess. You got to go out here in the street and guess if somebody's good. Oh, and then he might not treat you right. No, I got too much time for that. Let me go back to the regular guy. He cool. Y'all don't say no too often. Just being honest.
They don't. Okay. I spend a block on a dude I didn't end bad with, but I don't spend blocks on dudes that if it ends on anything negative, I'm not gonna spend a block. But if we end on
stop the cap.
If it ended on negative, I agree. Like that's definitely not the one you want to spend a block on. I don't care. And I dealt with one that it was horrible on, but the sex was amazing, and I still won't spend a block on that.
Yeah,
that's not it. So
no. There's too much.
What was his name again, Jay?
It's too much work. It's not worth it.
My God, Lord have mercy.
I was trying to say it's too much to deal with.
Whoa.
She said she can't.
The relationship would be too much to deal with.
He was too much to handle, and
Yeah,
that's why
uh-huh.
he can't spin the block no more.
She handled Magnums. It's
Yeah.
not too much.
Oh, you magnuming? I knew
Well,
it.
it was one of those long
She
distance
told me.
relationships.
And she has never had that happen where it was a small situation.
Oh shit.
Oh, I missed that part. I apologize.
I have been surprised, but it's just not been.
What was the surprise? What was the? Was it
surprise?
Different? That's different. It's different. I'm not gonna throw nobody under the bus.
Lord Jesus.
It was
so
different.
you telling me they had a gonzo?
No, it was different. I'm just saying it was different.
It was not. It wasn't a gonzo.
I'm not giving nobody no kind of advantage.
Was it upside down or something?
It was uncircumcised.
It was different.
They had a sweater on. That's
It was
bad.
different.
She said he had a sweater on and he was.
No, I'm saying it was different. I've never dealt with anybody who had the sweater on. I can't even say it. Sweater on.
My God.
They still had the sweater on.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell us, Jay. It's an adult show.
Wait.
This is the dirty pleasure. Look.
Wait.
Hey, Jay,
Was his sack dragging the flow?
This is a safe space.
What do that make? What difference do that make if the sack is dragging the flow? What's that supposed to mean?
I just want to know if it was hitting your chest when he was trying to talk to you.
Wait, that's not like
that mean though. Is that old or young? Because that's supposed to be.
Why you won't tell us, Jay? He won't know.
You're not calling him out. You just tell us what happened. We don't know his name. We don't know his name. We don't know nothing.
So
he might know who it is, so he know who he is because that's how bad it is.
I don't necessarily want to say nothing.
We just want to know how it was different. It's a lot of differences.
It was different. Yeah, it's a lot of differences, right?
No, I ain't seen that many differences. Wait a minute, no ma'am. What kind of difference you talking about? Wait a minute, no ma'am. I need you to broaden my perspective. What happened?
Broaden. It can broaden your cervix.
Oh, she talking double XL. Is that what you said?
I'm just saying it was different. You take it.
Nigga, please.
Lord Jesus.
My God.
All the memes.
You telling me you was giving birth like this? Oh no, ma'am. You right. We don't do those kind of things in the name of Jesus. Absolutely not.
Oh,
Tell him his ticket was revoked. You told me his ticket was revoked. He couldn't see the show. No, sir. Revoked.
Anyway,
he coming in like, hey, Jay, hey, Jay, hey, Jay.
You just gonna keep on until your screen gets wet.
That's a lot.
She did throw it around it.
Well, her face get wet, one of the two. I'm just saying, because she had to wonder about her doing this. We're trying to end on an educational note, but that did not happen today. Because somebody want to get stuck. So, that did not happen. Apparently,
we had a very long conversation. Obviously, it was. Trust me, we covered a lot of broad.
We covered a broad spectrum of things. Okay,
yes,
we covered a broad spectrum.
A broad spectrum. You have no cervix left. Giving birth at this point, it'd be easy.
That was just an analogy or a metaphor, maybe a metaphor, but not literally.
You gotta kick him out. He can't come back to the house. No. You gotta say no to drugs. You just gotta say no.
Right. You do. You do.
So Mr. Cervix spreader, we want to hear your side.
Dang. He was
No,
OBGYN that day. He was an
Yeah.
OBGYN.
I'm glad I didn't say no names. I don't spill no tea. I don't kiss and tell. These days,
I mean, I don't know. Could you walk the next day? Was you in the hospital?
No, I wasn't. I was good. I was good.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
The show, just as the praying hands.
She said it's time to pray. It's time to start
Catch
praying.
who it was, because I do this all the time. Maybe that's why I'm doing this.
She said it's time to pray. Every episode, she said it's to pray at the end.
No, I'm just glad that women. I'm glad women's insides go back because that kind of stuff right there is traumatizing.
I don't think you can go back to that. A cervix spreader.
It wasn't a cervix spreader, literally. Okay.
Okay. You know,
I don't know if I believe you now. I think it was. I think that thing hit all kinds of internal things, and I think that's what happened.
Well, if you do feel it up underneath your chest cavity, sometimes that do count. Like if you feel it that far.
So many inappropriate comments just going through my mind. Right?
Anyway, so as we conclude the show,
CJ, that's why you gotta say no. I don't play with people like that. That's a threat to me. That's a life-threatening thing. Somebody come out and whip that out. That's a life-threatening situation. No, sir.
You see, Polly, she's not so vanilla, is she?
I told you she wasn't vanilla. Ain't nothing vanilla about that woman. In the name of Jesus.
She's throwing everybody under the bus. Today, she couldn't wait to get back. And she couldn't wait to get back. So the gray area. I keep on trying to get back to this, and y'all will not let that go. The gray area. This is what we were talking about today, and we've achieved all of those bullet points there on that list over there. We've achieved all the bullet points
and extra stuff.
Oh, and the drawbacks of relationship. We did talk about that, the impact on the individual and everything.
Did he draw back after he had impact?
The impact on the individual is on the bullet point. Okay, I can't say nothing.
The green vegan said if someone sprays cervix, they can go to jail.
They should go to thank you. That's a jail time. You should tell him to jail. Who does that?
I said not literally.
You got to go to prison.
I'm just glad that everybody was here to watch this impactful message.
Okay. All right.
We are here to make sure we're spreading.
What are we coming back to next Tuesday? What's the next episode? I don't know. I'm trying to not say nothing that y'all gonna twist because y'all trying to twist and contort everything else.
Already.
What's next? Tuesday?
You had wait. Did you have to be like a starfish? Because you can't do a lot with that. You can't do a lot of movement.
Starfish.
You got to starfish it. You just got to put your hands up and your legs out and sit still. So that situation rough. That sounds rough. You look. Oh, he turned you around, did he? I see what happened. I see. You got to starfish it.
I don't know that I know what that is.
She was in ecstasy. She couldn't remember nothing no more. She was
wait, he put you in a coma, Jay? You gotta call the police. It ain't too late to put a report in.
Stop it.
What's the statute of limitations on spread?
The cervix spreader I don't know why that was the most dramatic thing I could think of to say.
You
That was all.
I said, ooh.
Listen, because
Jay, that's okay. Just tell us.
whoever
Just
it is, they're gonna think that they were just,
I mean, they was. They knocked you unconscious and they spread your cervix. That's memorable.
that's a little bit
Oh
of
my god. Y'all got my face hurting.
a little bit of an exaggeration. That's all.
okay.
Wait,
episode
a little bit.
4. Hold on, everybody.
Episode
Episode 4 is why I won't say I do again.
Oh, why I won't say I do again? Do we have
She didn't say I do again after that last experience.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Y'all not gonna let me let that go? Or y'all not gonna let it go? I'll let it go. Y'all.
I know you let it go. You walking. Okay.
This the one that has all the jokes. She has all the jokes. Even Alexa don't know what. I'm like, what position? I feel like I gotta go into incognito and look that up.
Oh God.
I appreciate everyone in the panel, especially Hottie Boo.
What is he?
What did it say?
He said, "I'm." They talking about Flavor Love. It's a girl in there. I think her name is Hoops or Boots or something.
No, she didn't know how to cook. Don't let him call you, disrespect you like that.
Who's Boots? She had red hair.
She did. She had like her hair. She changed it twice, but she didn't know how to cook. She made raw chicken in the microwave.
I can see what he's saying now. Okay. Hold on.
I gotta look her up. I gotta see what she looked like.
He gonna pull it up.
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
You talking about Boots? It was like a light chick or something by that.
Oh, I can see what he said. Okay, yeah, the big eyes. She got the big eyes and the big cheeks. I can see that.
Oh.
I can see that.
She's very
pretty, but I can cook my ass off.
Hottie and Boots is two different people, or that's
I don't know.
I don't know. I just know that he's whoever that is. Well, Marcus, I know who Marcus is. Marcus is showing his age right now.
That's not new. That's not nothing new.
Not within not in the last 20 years.
He said Hottie's the chick that cooked the raw chicken, and then Boots is a different girl. But
no, it's the same one.
Oh,
well, I think he changed her name. You know how he changed her name. The first one he called her one thing, and he changed it because he said he felt like he was knocking Boots. He wanted to knock her boots.
I'm neither one. I'm not the. Listen, sir.
One or the two.
Mr. Marcus.
One or the two.
I am my agent.
Or the two.
I've never been on Flavor
Do this, Jay. One or two.
One or the two.
You gotta put it next to your face though.
No, ma'am. Thank you. No, ma'am.
You need to do this because the other thing that busted you up. You gotta do this.
She didn't have no outro.